Hi. It's an important show. SNL gets flack for boasting that Dave Chapelle will be hosting. Saturday Night Live is being slammed for transphobia again. No. After announcing that Dave Chapelle will host the show this week, shocking regular viewers who aren't used to seeing someone be funny. SNL thought Chapelle would make a good choice because he's one of the country's most popular comedians. But they forgot about the 14 online whiners who are supposed to control everything we watch and do. One of them was the former co-vice president of Netflix transgender employee resource group named Tara Field, who tweeted, "Wait, I thought I canceled him. Is it possible cancel culture isn't a real thing?" Well, fair point if you're talking about someone as big as Chapelle. But Field quit Netflix to protest the company streaming his special. So she did a pretty good job of canceling herself. Hopefully, I don't even know how to say it. Hopefully, SNL stays strong. Backlash from the online mob can feel a lot bigger than it is, especially when you forget that it's just one person who goes by them. They should let SNL focus on bringing back the classic skits that really made us laugh, especially the Coneheads. Oh. That was cheap! Cheap! Kat, is this a sense, that maybe things are changing? Like, SNL wouldn't have done this a year ago, but now they are.
Things haven't really changed. It's just that people are realizing the way that things are. Mm-hmm. I wrote a magazine piece for National Review back in 2019 when his Sticks and Stones special came out.
Yeah.
Because on Rotten Tomatoes, it had a 33% critics rating, but the audience score was 99%.
Right.
People aren't actually that offended. That many people aren't actually that offended. It's people pretending that they are because they don't want to get canceled, who are critics or people who, producers of shows and stuff like that. They're realizing that these people, there aren't that many of them.
Yeah, they are. Well, but the thing is, they're really loud. Yeah. Like they truly are a they, because one person could be makes it because if you don't have a job, you can be 500 people online. Right?
Yeah. Right, or if you're Tara Fields, you just look like 500 people.
Everybody knows her! I am offended! How dare you! Whoa!
Sorry, did that slip out? Here's the whole point. So she meant that, I thought, originally tongue-in-cheek, but she was actually serious.
Well, I thought she was tongue-in-cheek.
No, she's the one that led the employee resource group and resigned in protest over the comedy special that Dave Chapelle did for Netflix. But the whole point is no one gave a
Yeah.
Go ahead and quit, bitch, because there's 20 people in line to take your job.
You know what?
Zero tolerance for that.
You said that with such ease. I don't think that was your first time. What did you go ahead and quit, bitch? I think you've said that to a number of professional NFL cheerleaders. Right?
Bring it on.
You know it. Yeah. Oh, you were mean.
I've heard it on my radio show at least 5 times.
To you.
Thank you.
So do you think that they're going to, there's at some point during what do they do, the rehearsals, people are going to have breakdowns?
We're going to walk out. No, they're not. That's the thing. Okay, 2 really quick things, okay? First and foremost, when it comes to comedy, okay,
Here's Chapelle,
clearly, hey.
That was so mean.
No, I loved it. I took it. I just went with it. I
couldn't resist.
No, I loved it. I enjoyed it. When you get made fun of at a comedy show, you're getting treated as an equal.
Yeah.
You're not getting put off in the corner as some type of infantilized lesser than. Mm-hmm. So when Chapelle goes after you, he's saying, hey, you're just like everybody else here at the show.
Yeah.
But what's actually happened to this blowback, and the reason it's so useless, is everybody figured out what cancel culture was. Kat kind of made this point. You don't know this, but I used to drive a taxi in New York City. All right, just stick with me. There is a street hustle that you might have heard of called the lemon drop. And what the lemon drop is a guy will walk up to you, bump into you, and drop his glasses on the ground.
Yeah.
And be like, you broke my glasses, you broke my glasses. And you're like, you just want it to go away, so you give him money.
Yeah.
Cancel culture was the lemon drop.
Yeah.
One guy would bump into you on the street, scream, you broke my glasses, till somebody would give him something or get fired. But now that we realize it's a scam, it just doesn't work.
That's true. It is that's a pretty good analogy.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
By the way, it had nothing to do with him being a cab driver.
No, it did, because that's where I used to see it. I used to see it on the street all the time.
You could have just said, I'm sure you're aware of the street game.
But I don't know that you are.
And you could have said,
I know.
You could have said a lot of things, Jimmy.
It's too late. Because when I think of the streets, I think Greg Gutfeld.
Yes.
That's what I think.
I grew up on the streets. Iris, last word to
Sesame.
you.
You know,
very good.
I'm just going to have to be Team Turf on this one, so I'm going to roll with Chapelle. I think it's funny when someone says, I thought I canceled him and no one knows who you are. You might want to rethink that statement. If SNL has the balls to stick with it, I'm looking forward to his opening segment. But here's the deal, Dave. Why even waste your time in dealing with that? You can sit in any one of these chairs anytime. You could even guest host here. There'd be no issues because we like to laugh and we like comedy. And the fact that we wouldn't even know about this story if you didn't make us read it.
Yeah.
I would not have known nothing about. I thought I canceled him. Yeah. Really? You did? No one else did. You can't. Who here has ever resigned from a job and then been like, yeah, I won?
Me, when I quit from Boston Market right before Thanksgiving.
How was that?
That's the meanest thing you could do.
I got a job as a waitress, which would make way more money.
Did you?
Just before Thanksgiving.
Walked out on the Thanksgiving
I
rush?
was not in a position in my life to look out for anyone but me.
Glad you
Meaning,
changed.
what was your phrase?
Oh, I don't remember.
All right.
I'll keep it G-rated for
You put it up there.
But it worked out. You went from serving sides to being a sidekick on the biggest late night show. That's a great story. How about that?
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.